So where are we now? Well, Jody Wilson-Raybould, the Justice Minister, shuffled out of her position in a recent cabinet shuffle. She is now hidden away in Veterans Affairs, a portfolio that is clearly a demotion, and to which she has no connection at all. She doesn't have any connection to veterans. But at least she can't stop Trudeau and Butts from helping their Montreal friends anymore, can they? And this guy, this amazing guy, David Lametti, is the new Justice Minister, and like you, I am just shocked. I am shocked that he's from Quebec. He's from Montreal. In fact, he is literally from the constituency, La Salle-Aymard, where SNC-Lavalin is headquartered. Who would have thunk it? What are the odds? 1 in 338, if you're asking. Well, Lametti went on CTV over the weekend, and it was just gorgeous. Take a listen to this.
How can you say with any degree of certainty that there was no pressure put on her if you don't know? Who told you there was no pressure?
The Prime Minister has said publicly, and I'm basing. The Prime Minister said that the allegations contained in the Globe and Mail article were false. The Prime Minister has said that he did not direct my predecessor, so I'm basing it on what he has said publicly.
Okay, but you're a Justice Minister. Is that when he said he didn't direct? Is he skating using legal language around the idea that there's pressure, that there's room? He may have pressured her in other ways, the Prime Minister's office. Are you 100% confident that there was no pressure in any way, shape, or form?
I can't speak to a relationship that I wasn't privy to. That's clear. But what I can repeat to you and to Canadians is what the Prime Minister has said.
Oh, so he can't speak to it. He actually hasn't spoken with Jody Wilson-Raybould, his predecessor. He hasn't spoken with the Prime Minister, it sounds like. Like you and me, he just watched Trudeau's evasive answer on TV the other day, and that's good enough investigating for him. He's not that curious. Best not to be curious. I want you to watch that evasion of Trudeau again. This is what he said the day after the Globe broke. I want you to see the kind of watchdog we have on the file as our Justice Minister, Canada's top legal officer. Some watchdog, more like an SNC-Lavalin lapdog. Watch this.
The allegations in the Globe story this morning are false. Neither the current nor the previous Attorney General was ever directed by me or by anyone in my office to take a decision in this matter. The allegations reported in the story are false. At no time did I or my office direct the current or previous Attorney General to make any particular decision in this matter.
But not necessarily direct, Prime Minister. Was there any sort of influence whatsoever?
Yeah. As I've said, at no time did we direct the Attorney General, current or previous, to take any decision whatsoever in this matter.
So when David Lametti says that Trudeau denies the Globe Mail story, well, he didn't, did he? Because Trudeau said he just didn't direct Jody Wilson-Raybould to take a particular decision. That's a very Clintonian answer, parsing the words just so. Remember what Clinton said? Depends what your meaning of the word is. What the Globe said in their lengthy front page story, citing sources both from the Justice Department and SNC-Lavalin itself, was that Jody Wilson-Raybould was pressured, which we knew just by skimming the list of endless lobbying meetings that Neil Bruce and SNC-Lavalin had with every senior official in the government, including more than a dozen meetings with Trudeau's own office. But this sleeping lifeguard of a Justice Minister says, yeah, no, there's nothing here even worth investigating. I mean, I saw the boss on TV and he says everything's fine, and I wouldn't want to enrage the head of SNC-Lavalin. And look at this. He's not investigating. He's not apologizing. He couldn't even be bothered to pick up the phone and talk to anyone involved. He watched the news just like you and me. Good enough for him. Look at this. Look at this. Attorney General Lametti says SNC-Lavalin settlement still possible. Well, let me read a little bit. New federal Attorney General David Lametti says it is still possible. He could issue a directive to the prosecution service to settle corruption charges against SNC-Lavalin Group out of court. There is a specific set of rules that would allow the Attorney General to direct a public process in a transparent process through the Canada Gazette, he told CTV's Question Period on Sunday. That remains a possibility, but I'm not going to comment on the possibility of that now because the case is before the courts. So he's saying he might still do it. Yeah, how do you think he got the job? The Liberals are just going to brazen this one out. Now, the opposition parties joined forces, and they demanded a probe, not a huge independent multi-million-dollar inquiry like, say, Robert Mueller has been doing against Donald Trump for the past 2 years about Russia collusion. With tens of millions of dollars in budgets, the power to subpoena and prosecute anyone who gets in his way. No, the opposition in Canada just wants a teeny tiny baby inquiry. It's in like half an hour. Maybe, hey, Jody Wilson-Raybould, maybe you can come by Parliament for half an hour to answer some questions, not even under oath. Maybe ask some of the other people who were lobbied. No powers to prosecute. Just maybe, extended question period, not even extended. Well, David Lametti shut that down in a hurry. Or Justin Trudeau or Gerald Butts, no big difference. What? Did you think the chief legal officer of the land was going to enforce the law or something? That's an excerpt from the Ezra Levant show. Every day, I do a video monologue, and then I interview an interesting guest, and then I end by reading my hate mail. But you've got to subscribe to it, which you can do at therebel.media/shows.